Welcome back to Showtime, where I, Greydon, take you on a journey through what's coming out in theaters this weekend. And you get to decide what you get to watch in the theater experience. As always, I'm going to go look at what's coming nationwide here and not what's coming limited because my limited and your limited are different markets, and so it will be different movies that will be limited for you as compared to me. So these are nationwide. But first, before we get into this, let's take a look at last weekend's box office. So we can see right here, this is last weekend's box office. We have the top 5 movies from last weekend of October 27th through the 29th. We have Five Nights at Freddy's, Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, Killers of the Flower Moon, After Death, and The Exorcist Believer. If you notice, after we get Five Nights at Freddy's at 78 million, it's a drop off to 14.7 million and then 9 million for Killers of the Flower Moon and Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour. Then we get into After Death at 5.1 million and the new Exorcist movie 3.1 million. Out of everything that debuted last week that I talked about, Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty much the only one on there. And like I said in that last video last week, that Five Nights at Freddy's would be the #1 movie at the box office this past weekend. So this weekend, what do I think is going to be the #1 movie? Is it going to be anything new? Probably not. It's either going to be Taylor Swift or Five Nights at Freddy's. Still, it's going to be one of those two. Because this week we have one. We seem to have five that are coming out. One's a Christmas movie. One's a biopic on Priscilla Presley. Another one's called the Marsh King's Daughter. One is Divinity, and the other one is What Happens Later. So I'm going to go through each one of these. I'm going to watch the trailer. I'm going to show the trailer on here for you guys. Give you guys a little hint, a little taste of what I think of it by watching the trailer, and then give you guys my little reactions after that. So here we go. This first one, if you want to watch along with me, I'm going to put the trailer on this video. But the first one we're watching is What Happens Later. What this movie is about, I'll tell you guys what it's about here first before I even hit the trailer. Bleecker Street has unveiled opening. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Bleecker Street has unveiled an official trailer for What Happens Later. Comes out this weekend. Two ex-lovers, Bill and Willa, played by David Duchovny and Meg Ryan, get snowed in at a regional airport overnight. Oh, that sounds like fun. Indefinitely delayed. Willa, a magical thinker, and Bill, a catastrophic one, find themselves just attracted to and annoyed by one another as they did decades earlier. But as they unpack the riddle of their mutual past and compare their lives to the dreams they once shared, they begin to wonder if their reunion is mere coincidence or something more enchanted. So that's it. Kind of what that gives me is kind of like Terminal meets Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and any other late 80s, early 90s rom-coms. That's what I'm getting at with this. Even just reading the synopsis right before I even watched the trailer, I'm getting that sort of hint. David Duchovny, man, I haven't seen that guy in anything in a while. It's good to see him back. And Meg Ryan, everyone's favorite rom-com star from the 90s, Meg Ryan. So it sounds interesting. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look. And here we go. Hit play.
I'm looking for my connection. We were rerouted through wherever it is we are.
Hello, Wilhelmina.
Hello, William.
How have you been?
Oh, for the last 20 years?
25, maybe.
I've been 49 forever and ever and ever.
Wow, lucky you. I feel like I've been in my 50s since my 20s.
That's so true.
You don't have to agree with me.
Attention, Boston and Austin passengers. Those flights have been delayed until further notice.
Just those 2 flights?
Just us.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
They're saying this could be bad. The storm of the century?
What are you worried about?
Everything. I was diagnosed with anticipatory anxiety.
Is that a real thing?
Oh, yeah. Right now, I'm worried that we're lost.
Look around.
We are looking around.
Look around.
I'm looking around.
Relax. You're already living out your worst case scenario.
What, being stuck here with you?
Yeah.
You make a good point.
What are you looking for in there?
Photos of the kids, the family. I know how badly you wanted that.
Just wasn't in the cards. Was that your daughter?
Yeah.
It really wasn't what you said, that we wanted different things. You left, you let go.
This behavior, this is exactly why we broke up.
So basically, my personality.
Okay, yes.
This is not at all how I imagine our reunion.
Oh, you imagine this?
When people break up, there's the thing that they tell each other, and then there's the truth that you never told me.
I was in love with you, and I couldn't turn that on and off like a switch.
I know.
Nighttime slows, raindrops splash rainbows.
Have you ever wondered what if?
Perhaps someone you know.
This facility will power down to essential function only.
Come on!
Is that a thing?
Oh, it's a thing.
Lions smiling in the dark, shooting stars around your heart.
Are you happy? Isn't that the one question we should really be asking each other?
Now you're crying in your sleep.
I have a good life, but I never again met anybody that made me feel the way you do.
Pure and simple. If love's the truth, then look no lies. And let me swim around your eyes. I found a place I'll never leave. Shut my mouth.
If we could see our memories in advance, would we do anything different?
Please don't ruin this.
Pure and simple, just for you.
Huh. That seems very interesting. Like, I like how they did the little drop down menu like you see at the airports. It says from the star of, and it shows all Meg Ryan's rom-com she was in. She's also directing this movie, which is unusual because I have not seen any Meg Ryan directed movies. This to me, with her directing it, might actually be good. I watched this trailer, and it seems interesting to me. It seems very interesting to me. I really want to go probably go see this movie. It seems kind of cliche in the rom-com world, and a lot of different cliches like, "Oh, you're stuck at an airport, somebody you used to have a relationship with." So it has a lot of different tropes in there, but it seems like those tropes might actually work together in this film. Is this one if you're a fan of rom-coms, looking for a great date night with your significant other, go see this movie. If you guys love rom-coms, go see it. Yeah, it seems like it would be a good time at the theaters. All right. So our next one is actually one that let's see. The next one I want to talk about is going to be Divinity. This is a story about two mysterious brothers who abduct a mogul during his quest for immortality. Meanwhile, a seductive woman helps them launch their journey of self-discovery. And it's done by the production company of Utopia. Yeah, so let's watch it right now. Hitting play right now.
This world has been threatened. Reproductivity has been declining at a staggering pace. This crisis has a name. Divinity.
True immortality of both body and mind. Just the right size to fit your pocket. Bigger, stronger, faster.
Is death just an illusion?
We're almost there, Father. So close, I can feel it.
This world has been morally corrupted by divinity.
Who are you?
We're saving you from making it so much worse.
Peter. Stronger. Faster. You don't know who you're dealing with.
What have you done? This was not my vision.
next level.
The world is yours with Divinity.
Wow, Divinity, produced by Steven Soderbergh, starring Steven Dorff. That seems interesting. I mean, it's a black and white. It looks like it's a good black and white, like dystopian future type of movie, kind of like Hunger Games in that aspect, meaning dystopian futures, but where immortality is given by a drop of who's ever rich. It seems interesting. I love the concept of black and white, and I also love the fact that this was a Sydney movie showcase, a Sundance Film Festival one, that it's won awards. That it seems like this is a passion project of somebody. So I'm all for movies like this. What can I say about this? I mean, the trailer's only about 2 minutes. There's really not much I can say about it. Whereas anything else that I know Steven Soderbergh's done, I could talk about and tell you how it is. But this is one where he's producing, not directing. So this is something that he seems to be behind, and someone else directed, and everything like that. So this seems like it will be a good one. Is it one I'm going to see? It is one I want to see. It's probably not probably not this weekend in theaters, but I will have an opportunity to probably go see it at some point in time in theaters. If not, it's definitely one I'm going to find on Redbox or on streaming and find it that way. Oh, because that just to me that just looks good. So, so my next one is we're going to switch it up here for a little bit. We're going to go into the only animated movie on my list here. It's called Glisten and the Merry Mission. Okay. It stars Freddie Prinze Jr., Chevy Chase, Michael Rappaport, Billy Ray Cyrus, Julia Michaels, Morgan Seminar, and everything like this. The premise of this movie follows a young elfling Marzipan and her mother Cinemag as Marzipan must believe in the magic of the season as she goes on the adventure of a lifetime to discover the enchanted snow deer named Glitson and save Christmas. The pursuit of their merry mission is aided by a colorful cadre of reindeer and elves, including the wise sage Evergreen. Ooh, okay, this seems pretty interesting. I'm going to. I'm looking up the trailer right now for this because here we go. All right, it's about a minute trailer, and the trailer right now, and this seems to be very much so one of the how can I say this? Very classic animation style, old school Disney and everything like that. So, so it seems to be by Build a Bear. I was getting set up there. Sorry about that. You'll hear some noises in there, but that's because I was getting set up. Not ready to show it yet, but right here, it's by Build a Bear Entertainment, which is interesting. That Build a Bear is actually doing this movie. This is pretty interesting here. Well, let's take a look at the trailer, and we're hitting play right now.
Attention, everyone. We're a gumdrop behind schedule, so we're gonna have fun and keep making toys. What do we do?
Don't panic.
Don't panic, everybody. Don't panic.
Woohoo! Marzipan thinks she saw Glisten.
What's that?
We've got to launch Santa's sleigh before that storm hits.
Don't suppose you know where to find another fine reindeer.
Glisten.
Where's Marzipan? I gotta find her.
I believe I can do this. Attention, everyone! I found someone to help. It's my new best friend.
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Oh.
That went better than expected.
Oh, all right, that gigantic. As you can see, it's coming to Cinemark. So check out your local Cinemarks for this movie. This seems pretty interesting to me. Here, it just seems pretty interesting to me because it's an anime movie coming out right before Christmas, and it's one of those jolly, one of those more jolly times of the year where we get these type of movies. Will this be really be a holiday classic? I really don't think so. Well, it could surprise me this weekend. That's the thing. It could very well surprise me. So, so the next one I'm doing right now is we have two more left. We have two more left. We have the Marsh King's Daughter, which which is a movie. I'm reading it right here. In this tense thriller, The Marsh King's Daughter, a woman with a secret past will venture into the wilderness she left behind to confront the most dangerous man she's ever met, her father. In the film, played by Daisy Ridley, seemingly ordinary life hides dark and dangerous truth. Her strange father is the infamous Marsh King. Oh, played by Middleton. Ooh, that's already good right there, just by him alone. The man who kept her and her mother captive in the wilderness for years. When her father escapes from prison, Helena will need. Okay, where I lost my. So Helena will need to confront her past, knowing that he will hunt for her and her family. Helena must find the strength to face her demons and outmaneuver the man who taught her everything she knows about surviving in the wild. Ooh, this seems to be like, oh, my dad's a marsh king. He taught me how to survive in the wild. It's one of those things. You the guy who taught you is now hiding, and you now have to try and find him, which is awesome. But since he knows what you know, he might even know more. It might make it harder. This just seems like an interesting concept right now. So here we go. Let's hit play.
What you got here?
It's habitat.
Here's a habitat for?
A baby deer. It sleeps over here beside the rocks to keep it safe from hunters.
Smart deer.
Elena Erickson?
What are you doing with my house?
What's going on?
Your father, Jacob Holbrook. When was the last time you spoke to him?
When I was 10 years old.
I'm confused. I thought your parents died in a car accident.
That's what I told you.
Holbrook, he's the Marsh King guy that I heard about on the radio.
He and another prisoner escaped last night.
Jacob Holbrook, the so-called Marsh King, abducted Beth Erickson and held her for 12 years in the wilderness with the daughter she gave birth to while in captivity.
Hope I'm not trespassing or anything.
We have to go, please.
Stop! Father!
I think he's coming for me.
I wish you would have told me the truth.
He gave me this after my first kill. These were the only tears my father ever wanted to see.
You'll always be my little shadow.
Now I realized the person I believed in the most was really a monster.
This means we're family. It means owned, not family. Don't confuse the two. What's going on, Helena?
I feel like he's here.
Miracle!
Has that been in your room the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
You must always protect your family.
Oh, God.
Helena, it's me. This is where we belong.
I waited my whole life to see you again. I wasn't sure what I would feel when I did.
We can still all be a family.
That seems very interesting for me, to say the least. Marsh King's Daughter. What can I say about this? I mean, Daisy really, this might be the project for her that breaks her out of that mold that people didn't like her in with Star Wars. But many people felt she was one dimensional in those three movies. So this might actually break her out of that mold. Which, if it is, I'm excited for. Ben Middleton is amazing as an actor in here. It looks like the intense thriller. He escapes because he's wanting to find his daughter and reconnect with his daughter, who now has a daughter of her own. Oh, this is a very interesting movie. I mean, I don't want to say too much about it, and it just seems amazing to me that this is actually happening. A story like this is happening because we've heard all about all the abductions in the news and everything like that throughout the years. That they made a movie like this where it's Marsh King's Daughter. Like the premise even sounds great. It's a thriller. I like thrillers, and I get that from the trailer. Sometimes a thriller in a trailer you don't really get that taste for, but this one is I'm excited for and definitely go and check it out. Definitely go check it out myself. Don't be so shocked that this weekend on the director's cut that I have one of these movies in there because I'm stoked for the ones that are coming out this weekend. So you might get one of those on the director's cut Tuesday night right here on the TFN network. So stay tuned for that. Check out check that out on Tuesday night to see what I'm going to be reviewing. So I might review one of these. And the last one is the story of Priscilla Boulay. I'm sorry for mispronouncing it, and Elvis Presley. Sorry. With this is Sofia Coppola's biopic on Elvis. In fact, it's not on Elvis; it's on his wife Priscilla. And so, I mean, it's her story. So here we go. Hit play.
Hi. What's your name?
Priscilla Boyer.
You like Elvis Presley?
Of course. Who doesn't?
What are the kids listening to these days?
Bobby Darin, Fabian, and you.
Just what is the intent here, Mr. Presley? You got women throwing themselves at you. Why my daughter?
Well, sir, I happen to be very fond of your daughter. She's much more mature than her age.
21!
22. That's 22. You don't have to worry about her. Black hair and more eye makeup.
I don't know if I like it.
What do you mean you don't know if you like it?
He's not like you imagine. You know, there's a lot of rumors about you.
Was there something you're hiding?
I don't have a goddamn thing to hide. I need a woman who understands that things like this might happen. Are you gonna be here or not?
I want a life of my own.
Interesting. It's by A24. Produced by A24, distributed by A24. Who their last few movies have been amazing. They seem to pick and choose what they want to do, and that makes a good company. So if you're picky of what you choose, you know you're going to choose good stuff. And it's written and directed by Sofia Coppola. You know, Francis Ford's daughter, Francis Ford Coppola, who did The Godfather. Sofia Coppola is a great director in her own right. This biopic looks amazing too. Now, I'm not huge into biopics, but this one looks amazing too. It takes it on a different route because we usually get something like Bohemian Rhapsody. We got Elvis. We got Rocketman, which focuses on the star, focuses on the singer, where this one focuses on Priscilla, the wife of Elvis, or as people have referred to her as the queen of rock and roll, because Elvis was the king, obviously. So this kind of takes it and turns it on its head, and there seems to be a little bit of ambiguity on here in the aspect of they're not showing you everything, which is what I kind of like. They show you certain scenes, and I like that. They don't give too much away in this trailer, and I'm excited for that. Like I said, these are 5 movies that are coming out this weekend, so go to your local theaters and watch any one of these 5 you want to go see. Tell them that Greydon sent you from the Fanatics Network. But anyways, this is my fandom, and this hub right here, the Fanatics Network, is your one-stop place for all your fandoms. Movies, TV, sports, and more. We have it all. Fantasy football, wrestling. We cover the gamut of everything, folks. So check out all that stuff in our description boxes below. Check out our website, thefanaticsnetwork.com. Check that out. Check out the rest of our YouTube content. And remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification for whenever we drop content, and we're dropping it daily. So check that out. And until next time, I'm Greydon. This has been the World of Movies, and right here, all I gotta say is, ladies and gentlemen, go to your local theater. Why? Because it's showtime. I'll see you guys here next time. Bye.